extraordinary, though, isn't it, that Liz Truss, who was a Remainer, and yet all the Brexiteers have swept behind her, and Sunak is arguing that he put his career on the line to back leaving the EU in 2016 when he turned down Prime Minister Cameron's demand to sign up to the Remain campaign. You have spoken, have you not, to Rishi Sunak?
I have, yes. And in fact, my relationship with Rishi goes back to that very day. I first met him for a cup of tea in Parliament in an area called Portcullis House. And you know, literally an hour before that, he'd received a call from Cameron and said, come over to Downing Street. And he said, it's not worth me coming over. I'm not going to waste your time because I'm supporting Leave. And actually, for me, that always marked him out as a man of principle on these things. And he has done some work on kind of Brexit benefits, not least the kind of free ports initiative, which are these kind of tax-free zones around ports. And, you know, so I always thought it was a bit unfair that he's been characterised as some sort of Remainer in disguise. I have to say, I actually wrote a piece on that saying it was a lie, essentially. And,
let me just
but he's clearly not picked up he's clearly not convinced his colleagues at all. But
can I just
convinced a member.
Can I just ask you this, though? Has Sunak messed up his nest by raising taxes, even though both candidates are now campaigning to reduce tax? I mean, the bloke who headed up Margaret Thatcher's policy unit, and I know you've written about this in the 1980s, Sir John Redwood, who I say to our viewers, he was a leadership candidate on almost every leadership election in the years past, but he's attacked Sir John Redwood, Sunak, over his pledge to slash income tax by 4 pence in the pound, saying nobody would believe him because, quote, he imposed a new social care tax, online tax, excess profits tax. He upped national insurance, made many income taxpayers pay a higher rate, and hiked the business tax rate by 31%. He says, Sir John Redwood says, as a candidate, he tries to rebrand as a tax cutter. David, that's pretty damaging stuff.
Well, this goes back to your earlier question, is Brexit the big issue? The big issue in this campaign is tax. And the fact that we have the highest level of tax in 70 years. And who's to blame for that? Rishi Sunak, because he was Chancellor. Also, actually, I have to say Boris Johnson. And I think I've said this to you before. One of the main reasons that Boris is no longer Prime Minister, or is on his way out of being Prime Minister, is that his colleague, the MPs, didn't think that his policies were conservative enough, especially on tax. And Liz Truss has grasped the tax nettle and said, look, let's cut taxes, go for growth, and put some money in people's pockets because it's their money. And
Well, let me just go to that. I agree with you.